Hey guys, so as promised, I'm coming to you with some content for healthy eating, for eating clean in 2015. I've got a green smoothie recipe, well, a couple of green smoothie recipes I want to share with you tonight to give you a start on how to get more greens in. One of the readers asked that we get some more, how to get more greens in. So people always want to know, how can I get my vegetables in? How can I get my greens in? So here we go. We're going to do some green smoothies. I've got all kinds of goodies here. If you'll just pan what all that is. I just want to let you know that a green smoothie does not have to be boring. I'm going to show you how to add protein to your green smoothies. Greens themselves have protein. So I've just got a little bit here, a little bit there, a few items, not too much. Can you get all that? Okay. And my trusty Vitamix, and I've got a lot more good stuff. So I just wanted to talk about these. I picked these up at Whole Foods today. These are hemp protein powders. As stated before, I'm not big on protein powders, the commercial protein powders. Nothing personal. I'm of the belief that it needs to be a whole food. It needs to be something that I can identify, like a plant-based something that I know that nature made. So that's why I'm such an advocate. These have cold meal pressed protein powder, and that's it. Organic, and it's just protein powder, or it's just hemp protein. Okay, so that's how we're going to add an additional layer of protein, because remember, greens have protein. Spinach, kale, a lot of them are packed. They're more nutrient dense than a steak dinner. So you really want to get your protein on a plant-based, in a plant-based way. Smoothies are the way to go, or salads even. So we're going to get started. I've got a couple that we make at my house. One I call Elgin's green smoothie because he loves this smoothie. It's only got 3 or 4 ingredients. It has kale. And I started on washing this out. I just wanted to show you how I break the kale off the stems. It's real easy, really simple, nothing fancy. You don't want that part because it's real chewy. That's good to save for juicing. I don't throw away anything that's really good for juicing, so I do save that. Okay, a little Tamar Braxton tonight while we're making smoothies. I didn't have dinner other than this, so I'm going to have a smoothie for dinner. So I'm going to take some organic mint. Perfect. It's important to do organic greens because the greens have, when pesticides and things like that are on greens are so, what is the word I want to use? They really soak up those pesticides and things like that. And it's like intensifying it when you grind it up. So you don't want those going into your temple. So let's just put a little mint. If you like a lot of mint, put a lot of mint. It's your smoothie, do you. Okay, and the base for most of my smoothies, so in here all I have is some rinsed curly kale and mint. Okay, smells so good. I love it. And I've got a frozen banana already in the Vitamix. I love my Vitamix. We're going to talk about this a little bit more later. This was a Christmas gift a couple of years ago from my husband, and I love it because it really gets things the consistency that you want them for a smoothness. You can find a really good blender. If you can find one that really works for you, go with that, but I'm a Vitamix person. Okay, I really like Vitamix. Okay, so the greens are going to go into the canister. Okay, and I like, this one is just going to be apples. I have an organic Honeycrisp apple. Apples also thin skinned, so you want to get those organic as well. You don't have to get everything. Oh, it's juicy. You don't have to get everything organic. I'm not, necessarily wanting to have everything organic. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. I'm going to put the seeds in all because the seeds are good too. They have a healthy dose of cyanide in them. I know. But I'm really excited about what smoothies do because sometimes we don't have time to always cook a meal or pack a lunch or make a sandwich, a smoothie. You just throw things in the blender and you go. And with this, you can do juice, you can do water. I'm going to do some spring water, just really basic. depending on how liquidy you want your smoothie. I do about 2 cups. I just eyeball it. I don't even measure. I'll know when I start blending how, if I want to add more, I can add more. It's not rocket science, guys. Don't make it too hard. Okay, so we've got our kale, we've got our apple, we've got our mint, and we've got our banana. The banana is going to make it creamy. 1 banana is about 100 calories. Another thing about when you're replacing a meal with a smoothie, you want to do about 300 to 400 calories. Many times when we start eating healthy, we don't eat enough. We don't get enough nutrition, so we're hungry and we're, feeling like, oh, it's not working because I'm hungry. But no, you didn't eat enough. So when you're doing a smoothie as a meal replacement, you want about at least 4 cups. And this is what I make my smoothie in. Sometimes I put it in here and put it in the fridge. I don't like to save them, but if I have to, a glass jar is best, or a BPA-free container. And I'm off to work out the door with my trusty smoothie blender cup. Thank you, Aunt Kathy. So it has a little shaker in there, and it gives you the smoothness you want. It kind of blends it in some more for you. So, sweat. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead. It's a little loud, so bear with me. This is what I love about the Vitamix. I can push things down, and if you see how it's liquidy enough to move around, if it's not, you just simply add a little bit more liquid. Okay, you got the banana and the apple in there for your sweetness. The kale is going to be your green, and as it turns green, that's what you want. Some people are grossed out by these. I think it's lovely. I love a good green smoothie. This has lots of speeds, so I'm going to turn it up a little bit. You can add ice if you want to make it more like a frothy type of smoothie. This is going to be more of a smooth smoothie. So you're just going to give it a few minutes and let it blend. Another thing you can do with your smoothies, I'm just going to talk about green smoothies today, but you can do fruit smoothies. You can add, I'm not a dairy person, but if you want to add for another layer of protein, Greek yogurt, things like that, almond milk. You can just, the list is endless as to what you can add. I'll turn it up a little bit. All those little green flakes you see in there, you want that completely smooth, so it's a true smoothie. You don't want to be tasting bits of greens in your smoothie. Okay? And like I say, this is just the one my son likes, but you can add whatever you like to it. I'm going to make a couple more. My favorite one has, I've gotten to the point where I do even the spring mix that you make for a salad, so I drink my salad. Who has time to sit and do all that chewing? I like to make my smoothies with spring mix. Now, I don't do the savory herb mixture. You can if you like, but when I'm drinking my smoothie, I want more of a sweet flavor. So I do a spring mix. I do the power greens. It has baby kale, baby radicchio, baby spinach. The baby greens are really good because they have a milder flavor. This kale is mature kale, but it's still going to be delicious. I just love kale. I mean, it's delicious. It's filling. Okay, so we're going to give it a taste. Nice and creamy. And like I say, if you want it thicker, go ahead and add your ice. So we're just going to pour that up. Perfect. It smells so minty and so delicious. Let's give it a taste. And this is a meal replacement, guys. This is what I was talking about. This is the 32 ounce, which is 4 cups. So this is just enough to be a meal replacement. Let me give it a taste. Now, I could blend it a little bit more because I still have the greens, but I don't want to go on too long and babble, but that's really good. It tastes minty. It tastes like an apple mint lemonade. That's what it tastes like. It's really good. So anyway, I'm going to sit this one over here and run to the room. And I'm going to make one that has protein in it. So I like to rinse my blender out between smoothies for these purposes anyway. It's all going the same way, but I just like to rinse it out. And this is what I love about the Vitamix. To wash it out, most of the times you can just give it a rinse, but a dash, like a literal drip of soap, liquid soap, and water, give it a whirl, and it's clean. We got to talk about this. I love this thing. Okay, so next we're going to do my favorite smoothie, and I'm just going to do some organic baby spinach today. I just got done with my, all week I've been drinking one with 50-50 blend is what it's called. It's got baby spinach, it's got baby kale, it's got all these baby greens, and it's got a half and half. It's the big clamshell of all the different types of greens. And it was more savory. It almost had a nuttiness to it. I really liked it. But sometimes I go back and forth. You need to mix your greens up. Don't have just kale. Don't have just spinach. I like to mix my greens up like on every 2 weeks I like to switch it up. Okay? So, this one we're going to do, let me get my bananas in first. And let's talk about what we have in it. Okay? I have all these bags because I keep this in my freezer. Okay? So, I put about 2 bananas in when I do a smoothie for myself. So, I keep my bananas till they get ripe. I buy them and I let them get all speckly and sugary and delicious and sweet, and that's how I like them. So, I cut them up and I freeze them, and they're ready to go for blenders. I mean, for smoothies. I've got some mango here. This is organic mango chunks. Mango, in my opinion, doesn't have to be organic. I have a fresh mango here that I've cut up. I found some on sale. So I'm going to put that in, and I'm going to add a little bit of the frozen ones just for flavor's sake. I mean, just for texture's sake, rather. Okay. I've got some sliced peaches. These are non-GMO. If you can't get it organic, non-GMO is best, because that means that it's not genetically modified. Okay? These are 365 Whole Foods brand, my favorite. They have some really good deals on frozen fruits. So we're going to add, you don't even have to measure, guys. A cup of fruit is about what you want, give or take. And pineapple chunks I add sometimes. But today I had one with pineapple chunks, so I'm not going to have that tonight. That's just to show you. Okay? Really, really good sweetener. And very good for you. It has bromelain in it, which is good for inflammation and things like that. It's a good diuretic. So we're not going to add that this time. And then we're going to do our spinach. Okay? So I like to mix it up. The one I had this morning had the, like I said, the spring mix. But this is just spinach. And the spinach is the mildest flavor that you can have on a smoothie. So when you go with spinach, you're not going to taste anything but fruit. When you go with other greens like the kale, you're going to taste that kale. Spinach is very, very mild. I mean, it's, for lack of a better term. Oh, I need a liquid. So what I like in my smoothie is coconut water. These are 2 of my favorites. I don't know if you can see that. This is Coco Libre, and I love it. It's organic. And the label should say coconut water. That's it. Nothing else. This is my all-time favorite. This is Harvest Bay, all-natural coconut water. This tastes like you open a coconut and you put a straw in it. This is so good. So these are 2 that I like to get for my, this is always, always, always in my refrigerator. So, let me shake it up a little bit. For my smoothies, I like to have the added potassium, the added hydration of coconut water. You can do just water. You can do juice if you like. You can do, not anything like, you know, commercial junk juice. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to call any names, but, you know, good juice, like just with nothing in it but apples or nothing in it but oranges. Something like that, all natural. And I also like to do green tea. Okay, you just take your green tea bag, brew it, cool it, and you that's your liquid, as opposed to this or spring water. And if it's not loose enough for you, just add more liquid. Okay, so I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to give it a shove. Oh, hold on. This is what I love about having my own. I'm going to add the protein to this, okay? So this is powder. I'm going to add this entire packet. This is about a 0.5 serving size. And it's just hemp seeds. You can put this on top of your oatmeal or... Oh. Okay, so it shouldn't be this hard. I'm going to add this entire package. This is not a flavor. This is just it's like having nuts, okay? Walnuts or something. That's what it tastes like to me, hemp seed. I love the taste of it. Okay, get that nice and smooth. I'm going to blend that other one some more. And you get different colors of green just depending on what you what you're adding. This is kind of a funky green. Let's turn it up. Spread it up. Whoa. I'm gonna add a little water to loosen it up. You want to get it a smoothie consistency. Let it really, really go and get really smooth. You don't want it too thick. You want it where it's liquidy, so you can drink it like this. Okay. Let's give that a taste. It smells green. Okay. This is the consistency you want it. Nice and thick. Doesn't that look good? And you that are grossed out about this, get over it. Green is good for you. That means you're drinking liquid sunshine. I mean, the chlorophyll is like, let me taste it. Give me a moment. That's so good. I taste mango. I taste banana. And if you're not into bananas, avocado is a good substitute for the thickness, to thicken it, because you're not going to taste the avocado. It's just, oh, this is so good. Guys, this is my dinner. This is so good. So I hope I've given you some insight. It's endless what you can do with smoothies. I'll come back and do some more. I'll get some more recipes for you that are going to be simple. Things that you want to keep. I always have greens at my house, organic greens like spinach. I always have something like spring mix, all those sorts of things. So I always have frozen fruit. I always have bananas and the protein powders, things like that. Whole foods like that. So I don't know what else I can say about green smoothies. I love them. I have at least 2 every day. I'm out the door to work with one, and then I have one for my mid-morning snack, and they really fill me up, and they give me, this is a way to get my greens in, because none of us eat enough greens. We don't have the time to sit and chew all the greens we should be eating in a day's time. So anyway, this is all for now. Bye. I will talk to you later. Live well, be well, and eat well.